Alright guys, we're gonna look at towers with rare beacons, and I think this is gonna be split into different parts, but anyway, this part's gonna feature like the more rare beacons. The other one does feature stuff like the 306 and probably the E1DBSL, just rare beacons that aren't rare as these ones that you'll see in this video. Anyway, towers with FH307 now. The only towers with the 307 that will usually have these is gray TV towers. So just throw these out. Well, just throw those out of these videos. Just look at the cell towers that have this beacon. We got this red and white microwave tower. It's in Ohio. Another interesting thing about it is that it has a candy cane microwave. Well, anyway, funny thing, this tower got its early in 2010. It used to have an old school incandescent. I bet it was a KG-114 or something. I don't know. Next, we got this really small tower that's next to the O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. I think I recorded this tower in the California arc from the plane when we were landing halfway. I could have filmed this tower during the Chicago arc, but we may have a second Chicago arc in the future. And if we ever do, we'll come to this tower when it's almost completely dark. And we can see it's 307. Next, we got this cursed tower here. It's a gray tower, so it's a cursed tower. My voice is kind of weird. So it's gonna remain like this for the rest of the video, so that's probably gonna sound different. Anyway, yeah, we got a cursed tower here. Don't know where this is. That's a screenshot of this from Big LT's video of top 10 rarest beacons. And then we got this tower here. No longer have its 307, but instead of getting an LED, it has LED markers, so that's very weird. So, yeah. I don't know where this tower is here. I just screenshotted it from that same video. And I'm forgetting about this tower. This is somewhere in Ohio. It's in AJ Jackson's area. And this is another cursed tower. Also no longer has this 307. It now has some mysterious LED, which I'm not gonna feature in this video, but I think it's still red only, so this remains a cursed tower. So yeah, next we're gonna look at towers with the almighty TWR red strobe. There's only one tower I know of with this beacon. It's this cursed monopole in Louisville, Kentucky. If we ever get a Louisville arc run, we'll definitely go to this tower. I don't know why this tower got this beacon, since it's not a red and white tower. It's a gray tower. Next, you're going to get towers with the Huey Phillips Horizon beacon LED. We got the 4th Walmart tower, which is an Ozark. The reason why it has a flash technology dual strobe instead of because this was before it got its Horizon LED. And by the way, that monopole's dead. Rest in peace. And then we got this tower. It's in the Akron area. It's Horizon replaced the FG3000B. And then we got these two long line towers. There's also 2 towers in Venezuela that have this beacon, but there's like no street view close to them whatsoever. Then next we're gonna get towers with the FH309. The incandescent, or you say halogen version of the FH307. Now this beacon's rare in general, while 307s are only rare on towers that are not TV towers. We got the Walmart Tower in Rolla, BLT's favorite tower. You know all the things about this tower. No longer has the 309, unfortunately. But it has another rare beacon now, which will be later. Then we got Motor 2K's favorite tower, which I believe has 309s. I don't know. It may have LEDs now. Next, we're going to look at towers of the almighty Orga L303. And the only one is this water tower in Norman, Oklahoma. There's none any towers I know of that have the white only version and the red only version. Next, we're gonna get towers with the TWR single strobe, the white version of the red strobe, TWR red strobe. We got this sky tower that's actually in my state, and this is like less than 40 minutes away from me, so that's really cool. But yeah, we got this sky tower. It's somewhere near Decatur. I filmed this tower in both the Birmingham arcs and when we were going to Hearthstone for our birthday party. So yeah, it's cool. And what's funny is that the cell tower, the lattice tower near this, used to have the TWR dual strobe, but unfortunately it got an LED. I think it's not OS 3600. And then we got this red and white radio tower that's in Rolla. It either has this or an FH308. It's a 308 may appear in part 2, I don't really know. And then we got this tower that's somewhere in Oklahoma. It was actually constructed in like 2016 or 2017. So yeah, I guess these beacons recently stopped production, but even though it was not too long ago, these are still pretty rare. And it's weird how this is much taller than that tower, but that tower has a white and red LED, but this has white only strobes. So yeah, taller only is white, and the smaller shines white and red. I find that kind of weird. Then we got this sky tower. It's in Knoxville. It's on that tower farm on the mountain. Really cool tower. We went up this mountain to record the towers back in the Knoxville arc, which was like 3 months ago. This tower used to have cone strobes. I think they were like SS129s or FTB 301s. But they were replaced sometime before 2014 by these. Another name for the TWR single strobe, the actual name, the TWR SD Beacon 7. I don't know the actual name for the TWR red strobe. Probably either TWR SD Beacon 6 or TWR SD Beacon 8. I'm guessing it's one of those two. Next is the Walmart LED. We don't know what this LED looks like. And by the way, that's not the actual name for this. That's just the name we gave it. It's probably just some kind of like Orga or TWR LED. It's just some night only LED made by one of those companies. Or maybe Dialight. Anyway, this one red and white guide tower. It's near the Nashville candelabras and that one red and white TV tower. I know this tower since when I was on the rooftop of a restaurant back in the Nashville arc, which was a year ago. Besides seeing the candelabras and that red and white TV tower, I saw some little tower that is shining. That flashes longer than a dual strobe, and that's the flash rate of these. And And yeah, and then I just guessed that those were Walmart LEDs. Two sets of like 1 cent markers. And I'm guessing it's this tower right here. Next, yep, it's this tower again. I'm not gonna spread information about this. We got this water tower that's in the Kansas City area. So yes, this is also a water tower for Beacon. That's interesting. You don't see water towers with beacons every day. Oh, and yeah, there was also that one with the York L303. Much more cooler than this, I bet. But yeah, both very cool beacons. Oh yeah, it's actually called, just to say that the L303 is cooler. Because it's not an LED. Then we got this sky tower somewhere in Ohio. I think it has 3 sets of these. I don't remember. Either 3 sets of these, or I think it's like one on top, and like 3 sets of markers. I know this tower since because of Big LT's series of towers in Ohio. And then we got this cursed model put that's in Ravina, Ohio. Yeah, it actually has a Walmart LED. But I don't really know about this. But in newer Street View, in newer Street View, it appears that it actually now has a dual strobe. Very weird. Go check that out, Wise Aiden. And we're gonna look at towers with F2000 So before you question why I put this beacon on here, well, I don't know that many towers that have this beacon. This is weird. I don't know that much towers that have this FG2000B. Obviously, the 2009B is very rare, and I know 0 towers that have that beacon. It's just a pretty rare beacon. I don't know a lot of towers with this beacon. But anyway, we got this tower. It's in Springfield, Missouri. I don't know what this is, so I'm not gonna explain about it. We got this long line tower somewhere in Missouri. Betting it's 2000B replaced like an older cone strobe or a 300mm KG-114. This tower, it's in the Akron area. It has this FG2000B. And then this tower, it's also in the Akron area. And there is a red and white tower that has my favorite beacons ever, the UNDBSLs. So yeah, that's part 1 of this series.